Well, it's another fine day here, John. It's family festival, parade, homecoming. Nothing's better than this on a given sunny day in September.
Yeah, it's one of those Chamber of Commerce days weather-wise. Just beautiful here, and got to be close to 70 and no breeze and no chance of rain, and just the streets lined with thousands, literally thousands of people here today. So.
You know, and I know the parade's delayed a little bit with the traffic inbound on 51. Lots of traffic issues this today. And, you know, John, you got to step back a little bit, and we got a little time again with the traffic delays here. But, boy, I'll tell you, Heather Fleming and her crew.
Yeah, just a lot of work that goes into Family Festival, and it really is what's, you know, unique and special about McFarland is, for the most part, this parade today highlights kids and businesses in the local community, and you know, that's what it's all about. And it's amazing there's kids to even watch the parade because there's so many of them in it.
You know, that's a good point. Although if you look at the crowd, a lot of those kids, boy, 5, 10 deep already. Young kids, preschool. You know, because you're right, John. A lot of them are in the parade. You know, again, going back to Heather Fleming and her crew, and Tim O'Connor with the parade, and you know, John O'Connor's helping out, and goes back to Howard Olson and Larry Chapman.
Oh yeah, you know, that's got something good going, and it continues. And again, the nice thing is a lot of those folks who started it now have kind of stepped aside, and a new generation has stepped in to keep things going. But again, it is a lot of work. It's just not something that on Monday you say, okay, this is what we're going to do next weekend. It starts tomorrow in preparation for next year, and we've alluded to that every year, that it's a lot of planning, and we're fortunate to have good people who are doing that. So
yeah, we are very, very fortunate. I'm taking one in here from the crowd. Go ahead.
Jim, I'm sorry, I didn't find him, didn't catch him.
Not a problem. We'll catch up with that, no problem, down the road. Thanks.
As we get updates from the parade, you know, and that's kind of neat to, you know, we want to be able to identify everyone and identify them correctly, and sometimes there's some changes, and, you know, we apologize ahead of time if we miss something, but again, they put together a great book for us here with the script, and it is it just makes our job a lot easier. And again, this is we'll call this a promotional, an Andrew Day promotional video, because really what it does is it promotes the village of McFarland and the school district and the surrounding townships, and you know, I'm starting to hear in the distance the air horns of the vehicles that are heading. I guess the question today is, will the train come through and slow us down? Going through at high speeds now through McFarland, and that would put a little delay in our parade. But again, people still coming in. I've seen cars from 7, 8 different states here today, and so I mean it's a big deal, but really it's for McFarland, by McFarland.
For McFarland, by McFarland, but again, this will be our first year we're broadcasting overseas to the troops, John.
That's right. That's we're all over, from Mellon to overseas, and again, a couple of years ago, the decision to combine the homecoming parade with Family Festival, I think, has you know, made the parade even better, and so we'll have homecoming at the court, and we'll have floats in here from each class. And so it's kind of nice. It's combined 2 parades, and it's made it into one really good parade.
And that could be a change-up coming down. Family Festival is talking about trying to get a same date every year, which could have a little impact on whether or not we'll be able to do homecoming, John, because homecoming always is a home game, obviously, right, and it may not coincide with the Family Festival.
And you don't want to have your homecoming parade after your homecoming game and dance and things like that either. So we may be doing 2 parades. Who knows?
Well, John, it's probably a good shot that we'll be doing 2 parades. I'd like to also recognize not only Andrew Day, but Jordy here.
Yeah, Jordy, he's got the stop and go out there, and
maybe the cameraman can get a shot at Jordy. We appreciate
we'll have a little fun with the police car here.
Yeah. Probably be the only time you'll be able to tell him to stop. Well, you can hear it, you can see it. Here comes the honor guard, John, and we'll have to catch out who's all in that honor guard, you know.
Yeah, crowd already on their feet, and got youth football players. They'll be walking through with the banners today, and our youth football program again, grades 5 through 8, and those kids get an opportunity here, as they have for many years, to be able to help out. And again, like we said, it's really for McFarland, by McFarland. So here comes this great looking squad car.
Yep.
You're not going to notice this at night. I mean, unmarked. And,
right. Jordy's going to keep moving now, though. He's going to let him go. Jordy's going to let him go.
He's just having a little fun out there.
Yeah. It's good. The chief, I think the chief's in there. Yep, there he is. A great supporter of the schools, works well, and has done a lot of things for the schools already in our community. So some festival boys. And here's the honor guard. Some familiar faces out there, John.
Again, the American Legion Post 534 color guard.
Yes, it is.
Again, our Legion does a lot of things right here in the
We're going to stand up here and give them a little silence at appropriate time here. Rob Blanchard calling the shots there. Russ Jenkins with the American flag. Boy, that's a great group, you know.
Again, doing a lot of things for the community.
Yeah, they are. EMS, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that that's quite a crew there.
Very fortunate, as we say every
there's
year.
Colton Havey. He's a senior right there. Colton is probably going to throw something here, I'll bet.
It's amazing what the local EMS does as a volunteer organization,
absolutely,
and just a vitally important part of McFarland and the townships of Dunn and surrounding areas.
Yes.
So. And in the same light, the McFarland Fire Department, again, a volunteer organization. This is Car 1, and serving the communities of McFarland, Town of Dunn, and Pleasant Springs.
You know, their service area is bigger than just McFarland, John.
Right.
You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that my daughter is volunteering with the EMS.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that, Johnny.
Yeah, this is Engine 1 from the McFarland Fire Department.
How many ones do you have? A truck one, car one? I mean,
I think
engine
they only
one?
have one number 1 now. And
maybe they could blow that siren. There you go, Brian Olson up there, and they're those guys.
Engine 1.
Yeah, looking good.
Fire rescue. That's the lead truck.
That's the lead truck.
First one out on all calls.
Those boys are looking good, I'll tell you.
Established 1908. You go from the frontline vehicle to this classic that's been restored.
No, Johnny, you think that still serves us at all?
I'm going to guess no.
Well, I'll tell you. Ken's Auto, of course, in Kreischer, right?
I've been in communities where they're still using trucks like that.
Oh, yeah. I think, yeah. My hometown. Look at that. Hey, boy, there's a little young man in there.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah. Mom and kid.
It's an old Ford. I hate to make a guess on the year there, but again, it's been restored. Some people put a lot of work into that.
Yeah. Well, there's Penny Simmons coming. We should maybe have her stop here a minute. There's nothing like Penny Simmons, the Grand Marshal.
She's got the bubble machine.
Yep, she has the bubble machine in the back, and Penny will probably look here and wave, I think, maybe
I think
not.
she's purposely doing it to send those bubbles back into Mr. Mooney.
There's Penny waving. I'll be darned. Look at that. I'll tell you, she's done a lot for the district, and appropriately the parade marshal, I'll tell you that. Penny Simmons.
Served as our Director of Integrated Student Services.
And once you know, Penny.
Youth Center.
Yep.
Optimist. Bingo tent. Positive energy force for youth in McFarland. She's all about giving back to others and to McFarland. Again, Penny Simmons.
And once you know, there's Tom Mooney, elementary principal, campus, and they're again a community member, school member, John.
2013 Citizen of the Year by the McFarland Chamber of Commerce. Tom's the principal of McFarland Primary School and Conrad Elvium Early Learning Center. Highly involved in the community and many organizations.
He doesn't have the wave that Penny had, nor does he have
He's been practicing.
Yeah, the wave isn't necessary. Okay, there he has a man wave, he said. I'll be darned.
His caring attitude shows in so many ways that he supports the village of McFarland. And again, congratulations to
Sure is nice.
to
Yeah, good
Tom.
reflection on the school, too, John.
Yeah, for sure. And Brad Zaboter.
Brad Zaboter, our village president. Boy, that's a thankless job, huh, John?
Brad served on the board since April of 2012, and he's honored to serve as village president and privileged to help lead our vibrant community for the next several years. Before that, he'd been actively involved in a variety of community service, including 2 village committees, foster parent, member of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And something that a lot of people don't realize is Brad was one of a few gentlemen who got Tri-County basketball started.
Oh, yeah.
Not only in McFarland, but in the area. And it has changed over the years. He's also vice president of the McFarland Lions Club, and he and his wife are 30-year residents of McFarland.
Yeah.
So Brad is the voter.
And this is the animal hospital, of course, with Randy Roush, just a solid community member that really, again, foundation member of, charter member of Family Festival. If I go back to Howard Olson, and you'd have to mention Randy. He's been in this thing for how many years?
And the animal hospital is the parade sponsor. They've been in operation since 1980.
Look at this. That dog belongs in prison, I think, or something.
Dr. Raj has been with the hospital since '88. McFarland Animal Hospital has an entry in the parade since 1990.
Yeah, he goes way back. And look at that. Isn't that nice? The little girl with the flower and then the big dog and a little dog.
That's great.
I don't see any cats, John.
Yep.
There's Dr. Roush right there. I'll bet he'll wave.
He's got the pre-Halloween
Look at this guy. He has the wave down already, that guy.
The kickoff promotion for Kids Day that's coming up. I believe it's at October the 19th.
Here's another parade sponsor by Tom's Automotive, you know.
Yeah, it's a
Just
1953 Chevy, Jim.
Wow.
It's the old Navy store truck that was used in retail stores as a promotion to hang clothes on.
Yeah.
It was rebuilt with new drivetrain by Tom's Auto Center.
In McFarland.
Right here in McFarland.
And that's, that's what counts. You got to get the local people here. And, oh, here's Nelson's bus, Tom.
This is a bus. Nelson's bus service prides itself on safety and customer service. We transport McFarland school children happily and safely to and from school.
Wow.
Providing many athletic and field rotation as well as charter trips. Nelson is complete sales, service, and transportation company.
So if someone wanted to buy a bus, use your old John, turn it into a camper, I suppose that's something that you and Diane are thinking as you get older?
Well, I've seen bus racing. That's popular down in Rockford. They'll get 8, 10, 12 buses out on the track at a time, and they race.
Really?
It's very entertaining. And
No, didn't you do that out at the Dane County Speedway there?
yeah, down
Once
at
or something?
Madison, we did a couple things similar to that, but wasn't the bus racing. You got to get the buses first, and once you get them, you just you kind of hang on to them and fix them up. But there is a home for old buses. if
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got one. And
You know, it's interesting, John, is safety, that door was open, though. Did you notice that? And the little kid right there, I don't know. The Nelson boys weren't around for that. Was that?
we pretended not to see it. so
Yeah, we
it's-
don't want to draw attention to that. Now, I'll tell you what, is there anyone that, you get these companies like Tom's Auto and Ken's, and, now you got Amtelco, local businesses that, we as a community continue to support, and they're vibrant contributors to our community, number of ways.
Yeah, and when you're a community as close as we are to Madison, you do have your own local businesses, and we remind people to support those businesses like Amtelco, one of our parade sponsors, and again a couple of youth football players there. And Amtelco has had a long involvement in our parades here in McFarland.
Well, you are absolutely right on that one. We go back to Mike Friedel and the Curtin family, and Mike is still like Mr. McFarland. He puts on the red helmet, or what's that called?
Well, he's kind of like, I know in football, he's the oldest ball boy in the United States. Mike's right down on that sideline, just loving it. But I tell you, Mike has done a lot for McFarland. He was recognized last year at one of our basketball games, and that was a pretty cool thing. And because, a lot of the younger families and things don't always know the history of people and what they've done in the community. And that's why it's always recognize, achievements that people have done. And otherwise, people just don't get the whole picture. They see something and think, gee, who is that?
Right.
Well, now they kind of know. They can kind of put a name with the face, And that's what's important, and that's kind of what we're all about, is trying to recognize people. Little gap in the parade here that may have been to handle cross traffic back in the.
Look at the size of that banner, huh?
Yeah, this is McFarland State Bank, and they've been around since 1904, and they pride themselves as being a strong partner not only within the McFarland, Stoughton, and Sun Prairie communities, but with Dane County area entrepreneurs as well, with over $450 million in assets.
450 million, huh?
That's what it says. I'm looking at this.
I mean,
wow.
think about that, Johnny.
Andrew
Hopefully-
Day confirmed that I'm reading it right. McFarland State Bank, and it's 90-plus employees, and looks like a lot of them here today.
Well, there's Mike Madursky right there, a member of the McFarland Education Foundation. And is that Steve Swanson? By gosh, that's Steve even walking there, isn't it? Look at that. Holy mackerel, huh? Now, there's a graduate of McFarland High School, too.
And they provide a full complement of personalized and consumer financial services and member.
Yeah.
FDIC.
Now, John, did you? I was thinking you knew off the top of your head that 450 million.
That's
You think they got a good vault down there,
that's
John?
an impressive number. So again, McFarland State Bank. Again, McFarland, Stoughton, and Sun Prairie. So reaching beyond the community here to.
Well, and there's been a lot of talk out there, in the last couple of years with the banks, but these community banks are second to none. And I'll tell you what, the community bank in McFarland is second to none for small community banks that help out the community.
Well, when you've been in business, 109, 110 years, you're doing something right, and that's the McFarland State Bank.
Yes, it is.
Out here today with.
There's
with
Alita
the group,
Severson right there. Is that Dave Locke? It is. Look at that. President Dave Locke himself. I'll be darned, Alita, and
This is great.
I'll be darned. Isn't that nice?
Bank out here working the
Hey.
crowd.
There you go. Thank you. I'll be darned. Isn't that a treat? I'll tell you, John, you aren't going to see many presidents of banks walking in a parade. Not Dave, you know what I mean?
Got our
David
pinwheels
Locke
here.
coming out here helping us out. They've done a lot for the community.
Yes, for sure. That's.
Boy, nothing like a pinwheel to start the day, too, I'll tell you. What do we got here, John?
Well, we should have Ken's Automotive Service providing care for all your automobiles and trucks.
Yes, they do, John. Yes, they
Antiques,
do.
Best of McFarland in 2011 and 12 in the parade this year. Supposed to be having a 63 Chevy Impala followed by a 55 Chevy pickup truck.
Well, they got that out of order, but I can tell you one thing. That's not a Chevy, John. That's a Hornet.
That is a Hornet.
Yeah, is that a Harlan in there? Yeah, it is. I'll be darned, huh?
Hey, that's a Hudson.
Well, you know
It's
who's
an old
here.
Hudson here.
Tony Lugo Caruso. That's the car I want, right there. 1955 Ford. Tony, how are you? Look at that,
That is
huh?
a main line.
Oh, that's unbelievable. That car is...
Tony's got a pretty vast car collection.
Tony is a very skilled young man. And, of course, a graduate of McFarland High School. There's that Chevy truck you're talking about, a 55.
Restored and great looking. People that put so much time into those really take a lot of pride, and they should. I mean, they love parades, because for a community our size, it's pretty impressive.
Well, and they do community service stuff, John, on their projects. They've done stuff for the school forest, or a school community forest, I guess.
They've really taken an active role, and it's a great organization. And
It's a young bunch there, too, isn't it?
it is, and they're
Oh,
all,
well, is that Chris Allen there? It does appear to be Chris Allen, doesn't it, in the back here? Right there. We haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he still has his Mercury car. Van. Okay, we'll have to check that out.
and no doubt some future Eagle Scouts in that group too.
No question about that, John. Geez, I hope they can't hear me eating the candy,
Well, the McFarland Historical Society next up. Of course, they've done a lot with the Larson House and dressed in era correct costumes here, I guess we would say. And
Well, and Chocolate Fest is coming up on November 7th to the 9th. $15, you can get a ticket. There's Mrs. Lick. Is that who I? Oh, wait. We gotta get. Is that Julia and Kayla? That's Julia, isn't it? I'll be darned. Look at those young kids. They look. Is that the coach, Paul Ackley himself?
yes, it is.
Athletic director by a board.
Buy a board for the Larson House.
What are looking at? What a wonderful group. You know, just a great group that's really brought some life into the town here. What's the deal here with the Chocolate Fest sign covering a face? There, whoa, there's Ori right there.
That's a Model C Alice Chalmers,
You
driven by
bet it
Ori
is.
McGowan, senior
Ori
at
is going to
McFarland
be,
High School.
he's the only kid I know that came to prom as a king in a tractor.
He's a member of the Badger Steam and Gas Engine Club. Happened to drive by their grounds up near Baraboo yesterday. Never knew where it was and got off on the wrong road, and we found it on our way to Reedsburg.
Wow, wow. Well, here the Lions, a healthy group. Mr. Voigt, carrots. I'm getting pummeled with carrots here.
By the way, that tractor is owned by Bill Mitchell. That's Bill's own tractor.
Well, how are you doing? Bob Hargrave's right there.
You lose another bet, you gotta wear that?
That's a good hat.
It is.
Yeah.
I had one, but they ate it up on me.
Is that who I think it is in there? Yep, that is. They're all enjoying themselves. And Tim Mitchell, future president.
And the Lions have helped with the Larson House restoration for the McFarland Historical
There are two birds over there. If you can spot in, Andrew, on L. Wheeler and Dr. Dick Shadursky over there. We got carrots. We're good.
Lions have completed a second weekend campaign seeking donations to restock the food pantry in McFarland. In August, had a successful school supply collection and their first Stuff the Bus campaign. And again, the Lioness Group assembled filled backpacks for a large number of needy students. Just want to go back to the Historical Society. That Chocolate Fest is going to be at the Curling Club November 2nd from 7 to 9 p.m. Your $15 ticket gets you a complimentary glass of champagne and all the chocolate desserts you could ever imagine.
It's unbelievable. I've been
Wow.
there a couple years now, John. Let me tell you, in a silent auction, second to none. Holy man, what's this about, John?
Well, this is Karate America.
Wow, McFarloween. Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Well,
double check here. And
knowing that we're broadcasting live today, John, the McFarland House will be open one. Is that the twerk now, or are they twerking, or what
I
is
think
that?
it's the Zombie Team, 2013 Zombie Team. Karate America presents their Haunted House fundraiser event for the McFarland Youth Center. Come for thrills, chills, bake sale treats. It's going to be held October 18th
Hey, whoa,
and
I gotta be
19th.
careful here. Holy mackerel. They are just something.
They're going to have it October 18th and 19th at the Youth Center from 6 to 10 p.m. Again, thanks to Karate America of McFarland. And the Zombie Team.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good.
That is scary, John. I wonder.
That's got Andrew Day backing away from the
Yeah,
curve
yeah,
here.
he's even
That's-
afraid of that one. Look at the spider up top.
That is great. And they didn't just do that for the parade. It's always like that.
Really?
So,
Yeah?
I
Wow.
kid.
I'd like to go back to Ori McGowan on that tractor. Now, you'll see a tractor parked out in front at the high school. It'll be Ori.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure it's
He's
going
got
to be
his
his
own lawn mowing business.
Yep,
And
And he's working at the hardware store now.
this is Crossroads Church,
Crossroad Church.
located on Highway 51, just north of McFarland, quarter mile south of the Beltline. Christians passionately dedicated to impacting our world with God's love, one person at a time.
Yeah, this is the McFarland Sparks. They're part of the whole 4-H program, John.
Yeah, they've been making the best better in McFarland for almost 10 years now. You've seen them selling brats, ringing bells in December, participating in community service days. They're at the fair, you name it. Most visual place you've seen their club is at the community garden, where we have a youth garden that's open to the community. Produce from the garden is enjoyed by the community or donated to the food pantry, or enjoyed by attendees at the community shared table. You or your family are interested in being part of an organization where kids and families work together, learn together, and have fun together. McFarland Sparks 4-H.
Look at that. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you think Ori, you drive an Oliver or not?
That Oliver tractor, that's pretty sharp.
I've not seen an Oliver in years. Do they still make them, John?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know who'd answer that one?
Ori.
Ori.
This is Monona Grove McFarland Youth Wrestling. Established in 2005, the MGM Youth Wrestling Club continues to see success. Last season, 5 of the Silver Spartans earned the right to compete at the state tournament.
Yeah.
The club is for boys and girls K-8. We look forward to growing our club to support the high school wrestling team that is now available to students in McFarland and Monona Grove. And again, going back in history, people don't probably realize that late 60s, early 70s, McFarland had a pretty powerful wrestling program here.
Dominant.
So yeah, trying to get it going again. And
Look at that guy.
yeah, that's.
He
Well,
put-
now he knows he's on the camera. There we
He
go.
would put Bucky Badger to shame, that boy.
So yeah, we'll have a wrestling team. So
Yeah.
not sure how many.
No, John, you wrestled, didn't you, as I recall?
No, I wish I would have. I don't know if I would have even qualified for the 98-pound weight class back in the day. So
Look
again,
at, yeah.
they
Wow.
will. Are we having home meets here, Jim?
Yeah, we are. I think we're going to have one or two. And, you know, that goes back to who was that old wrestler for gym teacher now over in Verona?
Lowell Davis.
Lowell
who,
Davis. He was tougher than nails.
Lowell wrestled at UW Platteville, I believe.
One of our vendors out here, John.
Here's McFarland Lutheran Church. They'll be having Pumpkin Fest coming up in October. Also the shared meals on Thursdays. Child Life Ministries. Pumpkin Fest is October 26th from noon to 4 at the McFarland Lutheran Church. Fun time for all.
Boy, those,
Again, great crowd of kids from the CLM here today.
yeah, boy. CLM, that brings back memories to me, John. Oh, nice little, look at the little guy there. Boy, there's a lot of kids coming in.
Young kids, older kids.
Young
It's a
kids,
nice
older
group
kids.
here, and
Some of these girls look a little old to be in preschool, I think, but
so McFarland Lutheran Church, I believe they are also a 4K group.
yes, they are, John.
Again, Child Life Ministries. They offer Christian preschool and child care options for children aged 30 months to 4th grade at McFarland Lutheran Church. Still some spaces available for the school year, and we'd love to have you join us for all the fun. So,
Boy, they got a good assortment of candy, but I'm running a little low now. Oh, this youth basketball, John.
yeah, McFarland Boys Basketball Association. They raise funds to supplement Recreation Department equipment, purchase first aid kits for all Tri-County teams, and additional basketballs.
Look at this kid up front here. Boy, now I'm thinking he's probably with the Globetrotters in future endeavors, I would
Some of
think.
these are kids going into 7th and 6th and 7th grade out here, it looks like. They organize team structure at various grade levels, conduct player evaluations, organize basketball opportunities for youth outside basketball season.
There's the Tumulty clan right there. There they
The
are.
Medicine Shop.
Medicine Shop, and another wonderful group, community members that really help out. They're big sponsors with the McFarland Education Foundation, John.
Yeah, McFarland's only independently owned and operated pharmacy offering free delivery, specialty packaging, immunizations, medication compounding, caring beyond prescriptions. Again, McFarland Medicine Shop. McFarland
Hockey.
Youth Hockey
Yep.
Association. Again, you're looking to play the coolest game in town. It's not too late to register for hockey. Learn to skate. Registration for ages 4 to 8 begins in October. Session starts November 2nd. Certified coaches and all equipment provided except skates. Wondered if they would teach me how to skate.
Well, I'll
For
tell
more
you.
information, Jim, go to www.mcfarlandhockey.org.
Look at this. Girls hockey too, John.
You betcha. And we have
Oh,
a
you
high
know,
school
is that,
boys and girls team here.
Yeah. You know who that is? It's Julie, had a brother here. I can't remember the last. Blake Bisa, Mr. Craigness heading it off.
Lake Wabisa Bible came for over 50 years, providing
Yes, it isn't
That
that
is very
something?
original.
Yeah.
They give
Wow.
you the opportunity for each child to step away from the ordinary of life and into the extraordinary. Giving memories, laughter, new friendships, and love. Come visit Lake Wabisa Bible Camp.
I just see this has to be the Sharks.
Spartan Sharks.
Yep. You know, John,
Jim, 30 years as a swim club.
Yeah.
30 years already.
and it brings back great memories of Angie O'Donnell and all she's done for the Sharks and everyone else, and Katie Heiser, John.
Well,
Stu Schaefer.
We've had multiple state champions, individual and team. We've had kids get going and swimming.
John Wells. Be careful with that water, those girls, I'll tell you.
And they haven't hit us yet.
Look at that.
Chance.
Yeah.
This is great.
They're ready to go in the pool. This kid's going in. Look. Shark
That
power.
was the youngest man leader.
No, does he swim yet too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Mini, yeah, mini shark.
Program could not be where it is today without the wonderful club families and community whose dedicated sport makes it such a fantastic place to swim.
Well, and here comes Great
They
Lake
thank you
Dental.
all and look forward to another great 30
Great
years.
Day Dental, John.
Yeah, the team at Great Day Dental in Monona. pleased to
Dr.
announce-
Kiker, there she is, right there. Dr. Kiker, right here. Dr. Kiker, yeah, she's right there. Community member.
Yep, she and her team strive to make your dental experience as comfortable and
That's her
pain-free
husband
as
right
possible.
there. I know that. Yeah.
Dr. Kiker treats patients of all ages and especially loves treating pediatric patients.
Well, I'll
Call
tell you
today
what.
for set up an appointment for a new dental experience.
Yeah. This is the youth center right here. No, maybe we can get some candy over here, John. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, the youth center is, I just got a Tootsie Roll.
Is that Sue Murphy? It is Sue, isn't it? Yeah.
And Gloria.
Frank.
And Stefano
Well,
and
this guy
Thomas
gets-
Jenkins.
Thomas
Thank
Jenkins
you,
gets a
Thomas.
picture. Thank you. What do we have here, John? Oh, more youth center.
Well, the youth center and then, of course, the
Well,
Optimist Club of McFarland.
And that optimist right there, Mr. Fisher, right there is the founding father of the parade, right there. Founding father of the parade.
They do a lot. Bike rodeo,
job.
high school student of
Sean
the month,
Miller.
high school scholarships, Easter egg candy hunt, winter super shots. They do a lot. And again, that's
This is our GSA group out of the high school. Jeff Kunkel students. I'm trying to recognize, but I can't with all the costumes on here. But it's a good group that really works to make everyone feel accepted.
that stands for parents, family,
Yep.
and friends,
Yep.
lesbians, and gays.
There you
And
go.
Again, promoting the health and well-being, and kind of a support group, cope with an adverse society, education, advocacy, and again, here in today's parade.
Oh, man.
It's the Almost in Time Dixieland Jazz Band. They've long tried to be a shining example of the most fun that can be had with kazoos legally. We perform for local and regional fundraising events, especially the Sundays on Thursday series, which ensures that they have an audience. Their band members are drawn from McFarlanders of all ages, from students to retirees.
And notice who's driving that truck for him at RAM is our school board president, the Honorable Arlen Helgerson's in the truck, Andrew.
He's not on the back playing
No,
an
he's not.
instrument.
No, but
today,
I'll
so-
tell you what, he could play an instrument his day. He
Tuba.
played the tuba. Yep, he played the tuba. I think it was the tuba.
That's Autumn Leonard on here.
Yep, Autumn
Bravo.
Leonard and Frank Ransley right there. Who else we got? Oh, that's Adams. And, oh yes, oh yes, oh
Quinn
yes,
Leonard.
Nancy Walsh-Bader. Oh, watch. Back up, kid.
Zor Shrine mini cars. They bring as many as 20 cars. Shriner
Well,
Parade visits raise money for Shriner hospitals for children. There's 22 nonprofit hospitals across North America.
Oh,
Greatest philanthropy. I better look up here before we get run over. Some squeaky brakes out there. Again, these guys practice all the time. I think they're based out of Edgerton. I'm not positive, but practicing down there at Racetrack Park.
Wow. Well, John, that's something you could do as you get older, probably, right? Or
This would be, I do a lot of racing things except for race.
Shriners Hospital for kids. And,
No two cars alike,
no,
or trucks, we should say.
Now, are those roadworthy?
Oh,
Can they?
we got trouble though. The
Uh-oh.
69 car has slowed. He's going to try to refire it. Oh, in true spirit, they're going to come back. They're going to help him out, I think. Or not. So trouble for the 69 car over there. Yes.
Mike
come
got
disabled.
it. Is he pulling that almost looked like a lawnmower engine,
Oh, yeah,
John?
it's pull starts there, and I think he's got it going.
Wow.
And we had a race division up in Columbus this year, sport trucks, and they were all started that way, so if they had to shut them off, they had to bring somebody out and pull the cord to get them started again, and I think he's got that 69 car going again.
Let's give him a hand.
There we go, that's good.
Man.
Not to be embarrassed, he
No.
kept right on going. So again, the Zor Shrine mini cars. And Andrew Day said that has been his favorite part of the parade for as long as he could remember. This is the Dickey Mobile, not the Hickey Mobile, the Dickey Mobile, Dickey's Barbecue Pit. The Dickey Mobile can be seen all around delivering all the catering events that Dickey's do, or does. Dickey's has 4 different catering options that will satisfy any event. Big or small, we do it all. Dickey's is also a dine-in quick source restaurant. Come enjoy some of the area's best barbecue in our spacious dine-in area or enjoy your meal on our patio. Dickey's also provides takeout and pickup for pickup services. Stop in and try one of their daily specials. They have a different special that is sure to be light on your wallet yet full on your appetite. You gotta love it.
Well, in the alley honky tonk hustle, John. 5K run walk was created by Allie Wolf, a cancer fighter and inspiration to thousands, literally thousands, John.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first annual Alley's Honky Tonk Hustle raised $90,700 for the American Cancer Society. That's the first annual.
There's Russell Wolf right there. And he's in there, and one of the girls there, Russ, is he's probably going to wave you eventually. Well, maybe not. They got another one coming. They're picking a date for this. Who do we have in this crew, John?
Well,
all I can tell you is it's a nice crew.
unidentified. Might have been just out for a drive and
They got
pulled into
stuck,
the
yeah.
parade. Hey, more fire vehicles. This is not 5 squad, but squad. That thing is huge. There is, you name it, it's in there.
Right. Yeah, just so it's not you.
Yeah, that's right. That's,
Wow. Wow.
Suppose they-
Maybe they're on their way to a fighter, John.
like last week, I was at the Willie Street Fair and saw the parade. It goes around the block. And all of a sudden, here it comes again.
Well, here's our superintendent. This is his 21st year in the district, 11 as a superintendent. And he did a big bike race yesterday, and now he's on a one-holer bike. Holy
He's been doing
mackerel.
this since he was 13.
Yeah.
He only rides it for parades and an occasional school assembly.
Wow.
He was a member of the Elkhorn, the world-famous Elkhorn Unicycle Club.
Yeah.
And he
Look
rode
at-
a 6-foot model, but those days are well
Well,
behind.
he could have
Whoa,
had
whoa,
that.
whoa, look
Oh,
out.
wow.
That
Wow.
was good.
It's been a great year in the school district. He'll be giving diplomas to Maddie and Christine Hedinger, who will be the final 2 graduates of McFarland of a family of 7. Dr. Scott Brown.
He may be the only superintendent in Wisconsin who is also a unicyclist. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
In the Elkhorn Unicycle Club, John. What do you think about
World
that?
famous. World
Well,
famous.
yeah. I'm thinking he was a charter member.
They have those races around the half mile at the Walworth County Fair. You know, that's
Here's the McFarland Education Group, Cindy Brady and Scott Aker. The BEP consists of educators, community members, all kinds of different people here, John.
yeah, they do the adopted classroom, which my classroom has been part of for many years, where a local business representative pairs up with a classroom and comes in and does things with the kids. And the kids visit their business. They also do Career Real World Day and
Yep.
Reality Zone.
Yeah, they do.
It's a great, great organization, and it's really connected the business community to the schools.
They, at Cindy Brady, she also as a school community work individual does a lot for kids, networking them with the different businesses, and it's pretty impressive, John. Just had one of her students come back, and that was quite powerful. A CNA.
Well, I believe we're going to start getting to the high school portion here. McFarland DECA.
There's Ginger Verholz and the DECA group, a very competitive group, McFarland High School students that work quite hard, frankly.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
And again,
Here's
DECA
a
for those
championship
kids.
team, girls tennis.
Girls tennis.
Yep. Champions this year.
Another good run for our tennis
Another
program.
good run for our tennis program, John. Yes, it is.
It's a great season because they start well before school starts, and they're almost done now.
Melanie's up there. Oh, they got the trophy too. Let's
There
see
it
that.
is,
Yeah.
the trophy on there.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
It's already got the picture in there.
It already does. They're quite a group of girls, I'll tell you.
That is great. Girls golf,
Yeah.
also conference champions.
And they set some phenomenal records too. This group, I'll tell you.
Rock Valley Conference.
Yep. I think actually the young Culver girl knocked a couple balls right out of the course. In a good way, John.
And there's some good girls golf in this area too, so that's they'll be heading into tournaments here, postseason tournament.
Yeah, they will.
Here very soon. So girls golf.
Good luck, girls. 4,
A lot of opportunities. I mean, just in this last thing, we saw tennis, we saw DECA, we've got band, we've got POMs coming up.
Well, and
So a lot of opportunities for our school our size for kids to get involved.
Well, and again, that's a reflection on the community, and they aren't seeing everything. We have the Science Olympiad and the newspaper and a number of other activities that are pretty involved.
And our dance team, as they're coming on, and dance team performs in competitions.
Emily Annabit, and there's Lexi Schradel, graduate, the coach. Quite a group of girls. I'll tell you what, when you talk about dancing, these girls can dance.
A lot of work goes
Katie Popsnick right there. Audrey. I'm going to say something here, John. These girls, when you see them work out, or it gets to be a little vicious.
Oh yeah.
It's hard. They work pretty strenuous stuff.
Oh yeah. It's and again, competitions around the state. And here come our senior football players, and again, it's not that we have any absent. We just have a lower number of participants this year. But
Is that another Perkle up there yet?
they're gonna throw it over here. Put your arms up.
We got her here
Oh, it's
easily.
short. Uh-oh.
Well, not a bad catch.
We got 4 of them up there, and
Helverson and little Candy. I'd say they're light on the candy.
Ethan
Smith.
Splinter and Josh Stolen.
Oh,
and Ben Hunt
look
and
at this. Here they are.
Perkle, and
Hunter Naz.
this is another one of our seniors, so he wasn't in the on the truck ahead of him, so he's back here with Nazarene. That's Hunter Halverson.
Hunter Helverson and Nazarene homecoming court.
Throwing it at Andrew Day.
He's looking good there. Nice. That's close.
Johnny Hare.
Johnny Hare and Katie,
Kat.
Katie, yeah. We're fine. And who's the young lady in here, I wonder?
Well, there's a small child.
Yeah, very small. Oh, close.
That is a young mine hole there.
Is that a young mine?
Yes,
That
it
is.
is.
That's a young mine hole.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Boy, Jeff, he's handling that card pretty well. I didn't even recognize him. Who do we have here now?
Now, Dylan Ballantyne.
Oh, yeah. Dylan Ballantyne and
Kayla Eastland.
Kayla Eastland are just throwing candy over here. It's almost like I feel like I got a
I
target.
think they're trying to hit you.
I
Oh, that
think-
one went way over.
I think I got a target on my back here. Hit the little guys here.
Jim, the homecoming dance is Saturday, right?
Yeah. Saturday's the homecoming. There's Tim Valen, one of the T-Val boys.
And Ashley Sandrell.
Yeah, Ashley Sandrell, just all having a good time. Sam Blankenship here.
And Samantha Cook.
And Samantha Cook, yep. Fine group. A fine group. And that's our homecoming advisor in there, Matt Levin himself. Driving a truck. Or convertible.
Close. Close. Oh, look at this.
Yep.
The race car theme. Gotta like that.
Freshman float's looking pretty tough, John. I'm telling you, I think they're going to be competitive this year.
Are these all recycled products?
I'm not sure about all that, but
Well, looks like it's all old wood.
that's cars. That's the cars theme.
It's
So,
all old wood there.
Yep, they're looking good. They're looking good. Look at the size of that truck, John.
You could walk underneath.
You could.
Gotta like
Yes,
that.
and boy, they
They're gonna
worked
be-
hard on
they're
that
gonna
one.
be
That's a
tough
good
to
group.
beat.
Good
That's-
group. Andre and the crew right there.
That's a good flat. This is a
Uh-oh.
class of 2017.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here comes the juniors. No, that was cars. The theme's Pixar, John. Pixar. So what do we?
okay.
Yeah, these are the sophomores.
Class of 2016.
Yeah. So what are we talking? A theme? I'm trying to get the theme here. What is it?
Jordy says Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Look
Oh,
at they even put in.
they got a skit.
Man, this is good. This
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah,
an
Toy Story.
interactive.
Interactive.
Oh, gotta like it.
That's gonna be big points for them.
That's
Look at what they're handing out here to the kids.
they're gonna be again. They're outdoing each other, but we haven't seen Jed come by yet on the junior float. I understand Jed is up there, so we'll
Jed.
see. Jed Buchholz.
Oh yeah. Here they come. This is another Pixar movie. Monsters, is it? Monsters Inc.
I believe so. This is
Monsters,
the junior class.
Junior class.
2015.
Yep. Yeah. It requires a little math. Look at
I don't know. I don't see Jed up there.
Jed might be in a truck.
Oh, look at
Oh
that.
yeah. Interactive skits, very interactive. It's very intense.
Preston Brand.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is unbelievable. Is that
Jed is
Tunisia?
up there. Jed is up there.
Where's
That
Jed?
green
Oh, there he
outfit.
is,
He
yeah.
always has
Yeah.
those outfits there. That,
Oh, here come the seniors. Yeah, the seniors, they got Finding Nemo.
class of 2014.
2014.
Their last shot at a homecoming parade here.
Their last shot, I don't know. Well, I got a.
2014.
Oh, that's gonna help.
Boy, you're getting all this. Now
Is
you
that
get
Katie?
sprayed. I don't get sprayed. That's good.
That's good. Katie Glover and oh man, Jarena and that's Rosie. Rosie and Sydney. Oh man, and they got a German exchange student here too. Well, and here's the band right here. I like that. Finding Nemo. Hannah Banana Part, Kayla.
In the high school band.
Yep.
Ben
Director
Peterson
Ben
right
Peterson. Yep.
there. Joe over on the other side. Five sousaphones this year. I believe Austin Wells is out there with one of them.
Where is he?
Really in the back.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Look at that. He doesn't even need to look at his music.
No.
Isn't that something, John?
That's
No, did he pick up his music from you?
not at all.
Well, no, maybe Diane there or something.
The sadness starting to fall over the crowd here. McFarland Fire Department and signaling that we're near the end of this great event. Brush 9.
Yeah.
You can take that one out in the fields. Engine number 2.
Wait, no, is that a real fire, John?
I think that happened one year. I remember Jim Licken going
Yeah.
by twice.
Yeah.
Going back for a fire. We didn't even have a train come through.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we want to thank our crew here for helping out.
Oh, yeah.
Jordy and Andrew and the group.
I got a little wet. Yeah, well, we just had some visitors stop by, John. Mrs. Miller, Beth Miller, you know how that goes. And then we also had Brian Rust stopped in. Did you notice him in the booth?
He's been a regular for as long as we've done this.
Jordy's getting a little excited with the